will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches.
What up, what up? What it do? Happy Electric fucking Friday. Sorry I missed you guys on Wednesday. But we back. Hopefully you guys had enough intel from the Monday show to get through the crazy week of volatility and earnings that we told you would be something to give a shit about with that loaded ass earnings calendar we had. So hope you guys dodged some bullets there and made, maybe even made a little money. What a week, huh? Pretty crazy shit in the market. Amazon fucking just blew out shit the bed on earnings. Surprisingly enough, right, inside of FANG, the only guy who actually didn't fucking shit the bed is now Netflix. Everyone else is now shitting the bed, where Netflix was the one guy who was disappointing. It's kind of role reversal time. Pretty interesting to see that. How having some fun with our set design, of course. Director Vale and myself trying to keep it fresh for you guys every day. What's old is new again now that we have our new set. A lot of stuff that we use in the very beginning, so we can actually do some really amazing shit with. So, avoided the train. Good deal. Dr. Fierce. What up, Dr. D? Good to see you back, sir. So we started the show with 113. That's kind of over the normal to see. So not exactly sure where the surprise numbers are, but that's the opposite of our skeleton crew vibes. You've had a lot of movement. You had a bunch of catalysts. The market's kind of gone all over the place. I think we had a pre-market number just now spike us upwards. So definitely want to take a look at where we are going to Friday. Crypto did some big movements throughout the week. I saw a lot of you guys killed Ether. Really good shit in the room. You guys enjoying your learning and trading lounge? Definitely seen some amazing progress with the individual traders that have been active in the room. Also seen, I guess a crash cycle of performance from those who've joined but not really even showing up. And you got to realize that, in every closed system, there's a differential of quality of effort. And there's the few who put in the effort over sustained periods that outperform the other ones. So, if you've joined Acolytes and I have yet to speak to you in the entire calendar month, make that make sense to yourself. That's just crazy. But for everybody who does take the time to join Acolytes, I'd like for you to just put in a little bit of effort where we get to see you. And I'm telling you, we can make some really, really significant changes to the way you look at things pretty fucking fast. Jay Mills, let's get that Twitter back. Let's hope Elon is doing what they said, and this is a thing that's gonna happen. We've been out here for a lot of years, and Frame is the lone voice of this will tell you what the fuck is up and down, and water's wet without telling you something just because we have an interest in it. That's what's really wrong with market TV is that a lot of people get in a position to be where they can influence people about their ideas in the market, take that opportunity to influence people to help unload their bags into their fucking face. And it's a real level of financial damage that I think if it was fully valued, it couldn't go on. Retail itself just doesn't fully value what actually happens. And we've made this analogy before. You look at all the cycles that we've been in crypto, all the crash cycles that have happened. Most people don't think about who's in a crash cycle. There was a really interesting graph I had years ago on the show. It showed like in 2017, when you reached to the fourth quarter of that cycle, that 95% of everybody in crypto had basically arrived in crypto in that year of that parabolic arc. And that's a crazy thought when you're looking at Bitcoin for 8 years, that's where everyone came from, really showed up at. And when you crash again and you go through the COVID cycle and you crash down from to 3,000 again, you eviscerate 80-90% of the fucking retail participants in those crashes. So you have these massive corrections and you wipe out generations of traders, and another cycle of traders comes in and they fit the behavioral dynamic of the previous ones, but they're not the previous ones. Most people think it's the same people just over and over. It's not. It literally destroys cycles of people in order to transfer that equity out of the people with the less attention to information to make quality choices, and the bulk of people lose in each of these cycles, and new cycles of people get destroyed again and again. But one of the things that allows it to happen is, these agents of death that are on market TV that are supposed to be fucking the people you go to and trust, but no one really evaluates these people for what they're really fucking doing. So this shit is crazy, guys. I want to show you something. I had to start this in the right spot. Let's see. So Meta, you guys know you have this guy in OnlyFans from God knows how long ago. And we didn't do any kind of world-class analysis. Meta, Facebook, I can't stand calling this fucking company Meta. Dude, what the fuck? Meta's entire fucking business model was basically being a parasite to the data from iOS and Android. And for whatever reason, at what point we talked about in the show, Apple and Android came for his ass and basically shut off his ability to fund his next evolution off of their backs. He was literally going to take what he was doing with them and build out a platform to basically attack their phone and hopefully corner, the metaverse if his version of it could succeed, funding it with Apple and Android's help. And Apple and Android just killed him on the privacy end and just turned off his ability to get data literally shutting off 80% of Facebook's revenue. Facebook, as big as it was really just a leech application on top of fucking, Apple and Android's data. And when they turn it off, he has no business. He doesn't full pivot somewhere else. This company literally doesn't exist. That's why he's sinking everything he's got into metaverse, because he doesn't have a product. But at the end of the day, Michael Burry, these dudes, like, really, who's providing any value in fucking any marketplace? These guys help vanish people's fucking lives from the marketplace. And not just sort of kind of, it sounds funny in a crash cycle, oh yeah, people get wrecked down here. When we made the show Graveyard, it's an ode to the fact that people actually die in the bottom of bear cycles. Not like as a euphemism, but like in literal fact, people drop dead down there. And how do they drop dead down there? Guys like this. You have to hear this thing. I'm gonna play this for you real quick. I'm trying to find a specific image. One sec. This is out of sequence, but this is crazy, right? Crypto Man ran shill this shit worldwide. There were, I think, 8 suicides tied to this fucking coin. People actually die. Whole families change like forevermore in the bottom of these cycles, right? There's real damage happening in the shape of this dump. It isn't just people saying, oh, big red candles. Somebody's going to die in the speed of this crash, literally. And no one fucking fully values that because the dead don't complain. So they kind of get away with doing this to people, right? In 2018, in the account we hope we get back, we warned people in the LTC bear cycle when fucking CT was leading people into death. I'm like, listen, this is going to end very fucking badly. And we had forecasted the end of the cycle at back in 2018. And this is how bear markets end. They end with people actually in the dirt. And you never hear the voice of the dead, so the new people don't actually realize the fucking danger. So we've done our best to kind of illuminate, how this all works. We named the show Graveyard because guys like this are actually fucking killing people. And no one values that. They're sitting on TV destroying people for personal gains and don't give a fuck. And know damn well no one will catch them because no one put the data together to realize that you are the person that creates the perception arbitrage that people like us benefit from by massively disseminating horrible information to a huge body of fucking people, creating the fucking opportunity that we benefit from. But on these opportunities, like when we bought this dump in fucking Bitcoin, dude, people fucking lose their life in this shit. People lose their financial life and lose their will to fucking live. We buy that. And we're able to buy it because we know what these motherfuckers create. They're the other side of the equation. There's not any other moving pieces here. Retail and the bulk of retail that loses directly from these messengers giving them shit ideas and then fucking telling you, well, nobody can call the market correctly. Bitch, if that's fucking true, why are you on fucking television calling fucking shit? Right? Let's just ask a fair question. If in every cycle in 2018, this piece of shit who totally knows me and actually knows I called it but fucked me because I wouldn't help train his VC to scam people, let's be honest about it because I have every message of that, right? Knew who could call it but fucking doesn't serve a purpose and can harm him, that's why he writes this over and over, because he knows goddamn well. He knows directly who fucking called this cycle because we're talking at this moment. Most people will find a bias and have that right, ride that bias until it's too late. No, most clowns will. Find a bias? Bitch, an analyst doesn't find a bias. An analyst analyzes information without a bias. That's exactly what you don't fucking do. These guys have a vested, interest in selling you bullshit to keep control of your eyes as like a knowledge base in the marketplace, and out of pure ego, they will absolutely incinerate your fucking life. And you can't hold these motherfuckers accountable. It's actually fucking crazy. They literally wipe people out of fucking existence. And no one is around to call them out for it or catch them. They just literally get away with murder. I had this video. So let's watch this video. You guys will get a blast from this. You have to see this shit. So after you've destroyed God knows who's dead in the fucking bottom of fucking Facebook right now, let's see this shit. You want to see some crocodile tears? You guys know what crocodile tears are?
No, less than 1 billion.
Hold on. How do I make this thing bigger? All right. Here we go.
Free cash flow. Last year, 9.5 billion. Now less than 1 billion. Yeah, let me say this about this. I made a mistake here. I was wrong.
No shit.
I trusted this management team.
You're a moron.
That was ill-advised.
Just retarded.
Hubris here is extraordinary. And I apologize.
Okay.
People have died.
What did you get wrong?
Everything. Bitch.
I had a belief that there was a recognition that there is a amount that you can't spend. Contrast that, for instance, with Jim Farley, who took a project that was his, Argo, and closed it because it was not ready. It was not near enough. This situation is almost a rogue situation. I had thought there would be an understanding that you just can't spend and spend by 3 or free cash flow.
What?
There had to be some level of discipline, and I didn't get it. But David, what did I get wrong?
Everything.
I trusted them, not myself. For that, I regret.
You understand, by him saying that comment right there, I trusted them, not myself. He's still attempting to tell you that inside, I actually knew it. And I fucked up because I listened to them. So he's still not admitting he's wrong. You realize that after all of this? He still found a way to be like, it's their fault. You're the analyst, motherfucker. Everybody who's in a company is going to try to sell you the best idea of their company. That's fucking like known thing if you're fucking a rookie in fucking markets. So you taking positive fucking commentary from a company in good faith is literally the most rookie-esque fucking mistake you could ever fucking make. But let's allow the man to continue, shall we?
I've been in this business for 40 years, and I did a bad job. I'm
Look,
not proud.
You're not alone.
Proud.
You're not alone, Jim. Morgan Stanley today downgrades it for the first time ever to equal weight, target of 105. They call it thesis changing. What happened last night?
I think that's fair. When I discussed this with my wife, Lisa, because this is all I talked about last night, and how disappointed I was, not in them, but myself. I think that's true, was thesis changing. I did believe that there would be some discipline. I emphasized to them, actually, that I expected discipline. But I want to go back again. I made a mistake, and I was wrong. I trusted this management team, and that was ill-advised. And I own that.
It happens.
I appreciate that.
You know,
but
you
I don't
have
like it when it
relationships with people that extend over long periods of time, and you believe what they tell you to some extent. Now, that
But it was
said,
horrifying. Altimeter was right, and I chose to not overlook what Altimeter said.
that was just this week. That was just Monday.
Well,
Right? Yeah.
okay, you're right. It's very easy, I think, and Morgan Stanley was right to do that. But I come out here and I try to help people every day.
What? This man, do you know how, if Pinocchio was real, his nose would have just impaled the fucking host he was speaking to. Do you hear this shit? He comes out here and tries to help people every day. No, he comes out here and takes retail and uses you to make liquidity in synthetic fucking trades that you don't actually put together because he's pairs trading with your fucking money live on TV. That's really what that motherfucker does. That's a memo. We have to figure that out later. But anyways, back to fucking Jimbo.
And I failed to help people, and
You
I
failed.
own that. And was I too close to the company? I did not think the company would be as ill-advised as to spend through what they had,
Well,
without any discipline
As
whatsoever.
Carl said, you're not alone in being surprised by that. Many are, and that's
But
what
I don't
stock
really
is
care
gonna do.
about them.
I
I
get it.
screwed up.
Aw, poor Jim. Jimmy Superfly Snooker. What the fuck did we just listen to right there? What is that garbage? Right, so he didn't know. Morgan Stanley didn't know. Really? What in actual fuck are you saying right now, my friend? How do you not know this? How does no one know about fucking Kathy Woods? Or him at this point? Good TA will put you in the same place as good FA. Proof of concept things, huh? Beat Morgan Stanley, beat him, beat Michael Burry. Where the fuck is my movie? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. Is it my complexion? I'm not ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. I don't know. Something seems kind of weird. But anyways, they keep these motherfuckers out there, and nobody in any fucking regulatory position keeps them accountable, and they literally sit out there for years, literally murdering fucking people in the market. It's a crazy fucking crime going on in broad daylight. But who protects us from the white guy in the suit? The hyper neon motherfucker in the mask? I don't know. Who could have known? The stock market's such a mystery. He's been doing this for 40 fucking years, and he didn't know to make that rookie ass mistake. Can you fucking imagine? That motherfucker's been doing this longer than most people watching the show have been breathing. And that's the most rookiest mistake on the planet. And you're supposed to trust him tomorrow? And that's all he gets to do is a tearful fucking, I fucked up. He didn't have any fucking tears. Motherfucker doesn't have tear ducts. So he just bullshitted on the camera. You know, he's trying to help people every day. He's trying to help fucking shit. None of those guys are. You know what it looks like when people are trying to help you? When they give you objective information that doesn't fucking benefit them one iota, right? I'm an analyst. I give you info. You do whatever the fuck you with it. You want what it. That's what analysis is supposed to be. None of this fucking shilling shit. Trust me, it's got to go down. Fucking, I know it, man. I'm fucking bearish, bro. What the fuck? What are you, fucking a cocksucker? Some pleb? Nobody does that. Right? Here's the information. Here's the body information. This is what it looks like. It's telling us, you know, what it ultimately will lead to. You have to allow it to happen, right? You don't need to fucking sell fucking your idea of what needs to happen to anybody just so you could be right. What the fuck is that useful for? Amazing acting skills? That motherfucker ain't getting an award for that. They didn't have any tears. That's not amazing acting skill. That was fucking horrific is what that was. So yeah, that's actually just ridiculous. So, you know, what good market TV should be, shouldn't tell you what to fucking do, but should give you enough information to have a fucking chance to make a valuable choice and to see a fucking people that can't put it together. That's what good market TV is fucking about. It's not about Jim, right? You know, it's about the message over the messenger. These motherfuckers have sold you an idea of the person supposed to tell you the truth rather than actually telling you the fucking truth, and that's dangerous. Anyways, so we've been out here years trying to fucking get you out of the way of many trains, and for those of you that stuck around for all the years, you know, hopefully this little imposed prison that they've got going on us is about to end, and we get back all of our shit. So for all of you that don't know, and all the people in the news cycle, like the trolls and clonex who keep fucking with me and don't realize I'll stick my foot in your fucking ass, right? This is who we really are. We are the original, the only thing in crypto. While all the racist asshats try to take us down because we don't fit the profile of your typical messenger, they can't deny our accuracy. That's why our name never stops coming out of crypto Twitter's mouth for fucking a half a decade without being out there, because my dick is always on those motherfuckers' minds. We'll be back, bitches. And all you motherfuckers who tried to fucking go after my kid, we ain't forgot. Time waits for no man. We wait for you forever to the end of time. We'll see you fuckers again soon. Don't worry. So, TikTok, motherfucker. Let's get it done, Elon. So, for any of you guys out there that, you know what it's about, definitely support the brand. We give you, you know, the only actual objective word in markets. As sad as it is, like, we were actually interested in solving the puzzle. We don't have any vested interest in dumping our shitty coins on you. We just like fucking understanding human behavior and its predictability of it, and we do that as a fucking regular program. We share our knowledge about it with you. We hope that it has helped you guys, you know, see markets a little more clearly, be less dependent on, you know, very shallow messengers, and less victimizable by fucking people who know less than you. You know, from Kathy Woods down, there's a lot of people selling, you know, a lot of bullshit, but actual real market knowledge is not out there. It's a lot of snake oil salesmen, and the bulk of the people that are now in trading lounge, you are more adept risk managers and traders than fucking billion-dollar fund managers that you can see getting fucking wrecked altogether. You know, Jim Cramer is in the same place as Michael Burry, is in the same place as CT influencers, is in the same place as Morgan Stanley. Are you fucking kidding me? How is that even fucking possible for that to even have that body of data be present and be able to catch Michael Burry, Jim Cramer, Morgan Stanley, along with some plebs on CT, all in the exact same spot? And fucking, is everyone too stupid to realize what the fuck that means? Apparently so. So, if you can't put it together, motherfucker, your money will vanish. Actually crazy. So, let's go ahead and take a look at, get any fucking, Reddits from you guys. Let's see. So, the lounge has been on fire. Definitely enjoying that. Let's see what we got down here. Bias is a killer. Got a couple trades on here. Winter Bloke. After having a great September and a decent start to October, thanks to the intel and guidance from Kaz on the show, especially in these crazy market conditions, I messed up by letting my bias get in the way of logic and gave back much of my gains in the intraday reversal on the 13th of October, which I gave back more than I was planning to lose due to poor risk management. I had a good chance to secure profits and raise stops, but my greed got in the way and ended up undoing a lot of the hard work I had put in for the prior month. For after the lesson with Dumpit Crumpet's war story about this type of mistake likely to feed into emotions and cloud decisions, making for the next trade, I decided to take a step back over the Friday and come back fresh over the weekend. And after reviewing some of my system and journals, it was evident I had tightened up my risk management. Take profits more often and make plans for both directions. Here are some of the results since that most recent lesson. Totals for the past 10 days, 10 hours. Okay, cool. Thanks, Cash, for all the lessons over the years and keeping us pointed in the right direction, even with the market doing insane shit. This wouldn't be possible otherwise. Also, want to thank everyone in the eco that's always showing up and doing their best to better version themselves. All right, let's see what you got. Entered call spread. Oh, cool. Dick rules call spread. Very nice, right? What is this? Get away from me. I like the way he depicted that too. Good color scheme. 6 hours on that. This is entered a put spread right here. Minus 1 hour on the out of it. Okay. Why are you still showing me this? Stop it. Entered put spread, stopped out for 1 hour, re-entered put spread, got 3.5 hours. I really like this. I didn't see anybody really depict their spread entries and things like that for options. This is pretty neat. I like that. And then one more. Entered, stopped here, and then re-entered up here. Really good to see this, right? A lot of people probably don't think about, like, they make options really mentally complicated, but you're still trading on waveform. You gotta remember, right? When you buy options, you're buying a certain amount of deltas or shares of the stock synthetically in the option. As long as you manage your theta, you're really playing the directionality with leverage, you know? So he's still trading on waveform. He's still looking for bull flags and rotations and trying to define risk. And, you know, like here, he has a buy on this and he has a clear stop. I'm not sure the stop is like right here, probably dumping through this flag when it fails. And he just tries it again. He's still trading on waveform and managing stops exactly the same direction as he would if he was in the shares. So this is, you know, really good to see that you're still applying the logic, even when you start to use spreads, the same fucking way. I think this is pretty cool for you guys to see in war stories. So very good. I like that. Thanks, Winterblood. What time am I at? 9:06. Ooh, got to get this macro thing faster. Lost in time frames. This is Positive Associate. This is my first war story. I've been working on recognizing patterns and faster processing of information produced by the show. It often feels overwhelming and it really takes focus, but then again, I get information served by the greatest analysts in the world. Damn right. Did I expect it to be easy? Well, I'm trying to make sure it can be utilized. So if it can't be utilized, it doesn't have value. So that's one thing. After a few unsuccessful shorting attempts at the top of the channel at the beginning of this month, I felt like I needed to reset and focus on the basics. I participated in the concept calls and they really helped me understand the fractal nature of price. Very good. I like to see that. The thing that clicked for me was time frame relativity. Before the call, I was struggling to decide what is my time frame. This is something that fucking kills every fucking body. So, you know, we talked about it for years. If you guys really look, right, price looks the same in every resolution of time. If I take off the labels of what it is and, you know, what time frame it is, you'll find that you actually can't tell. You're pretty sure you always knew when you pull up, oh yeah, I only trade commodities. This is oil. If I turn shit off, you won't know if you're in a commodity chart. But people who are like commodity traders or crypto traders, they're really certain that fucking, well, what I trade is unique to what, you know, to my market. No, it's not. You're trading against human beings. And they do the same things in every resolution of time, you know, in both directions. So when you're looking at something that looks fundamentally the same in every resolution of time, the only thing you can really do to get context is organize it. And that's something that most people do not even remotely consider or have any idea how to do. One of the things that we teach you in Trading Lounge, you know, so you stop looking like a fucking clown after the fact. So we'll go back and finish this one. So, like you said here, I was struggling to decide what time frame and got lost in a oh wait, I jumped apart. I participated in conference calls and they really helped me understand the fractal nature of price and how to properly handle time frame switching, and also gave me the confidence in my entry logic. The thing that clicked for me was the time frame relativity. Before the call, I was struggling to decide what is my time frame, and I got lost in lower time frames without proper context of the bigger picture. One of the reasons we start in the macro section on the show. Still trying to find a sweet spot for the time frames at which I can operate and manage my trades during my workday. Straight after the call, I managed to get a play on Matic. I saw bull flag breaking at multiple time frames and took the entry after the price was beating the high of the low res flag. Took 50% off at 3 hours, Saw another structure developed, moved my stop higher, and let it run 6 stars, where I close it. Awesome. That's as good an instant fucking result you can get, right? Concept call to banger structured fucking trade, uptrend wave, fucking rotation on bull flag. Like, boom. One fucking concept call, bitch. One fucking concept call. It can be that quickly. I like it. That's alpha, baby. Let's see. I've been participating for the last 2 months, and I'm amazed over and over at all the welcoming vibes we newbies are met with inside the eco. Oh, you just haven't stepped on a landmine yet. Don't worry. Don't be all fucking like, complacent that bitch. She'll fucking surprise you. Shout out to all the new vets and to Kaz and Vicky for everything you do for us. We'll continue to strive to get better. Blaz. Good shit, man. So that's as good as I could hope for. So gave you a little template to help you organize price and psychology to line yourself up with it. And this is as good as you could hope to make a mechanical entry in a wave when you come from a place of having no idea what time frame to operate in, right? That's a killer fucking play. So really good shit. I'm at 909. So if I want to get a good macro in here, I'm going to save the next scorecards for the next show. I think that's good. Two nice detailed ones there, and we have 2 more. I could stick, let's see, this one's pretty big. So that one's big. Jezebel's are short. We'll do Jezebel's. Awesome trading session yesterday. Even though my son was sick at home, I was able to catch 5R and run to $26. Damn, girl, while taking care of him. There's nowhere else that this would be possible. Awesome job. ETH USD, you guys fucking murdered ETH. Really good stuff. Oh, wow. Banger run. So, good shit, girl. Well done. I don't know why they're not more, single moms that fucking do this shit. Because, like, this is the easiest, like, employ yourself opportunity that's available to everyone who's stuck at a house, So, awesome work. Love to see it, girl. All right. So, let's say the last one for next week. Next week. All right. So, let me find where we're at. Good shit, right? Acolytes Trading Lounge for the win. OG Trading Lounge is back. Dude, I really love this filter. This shit is fucking sick. This jacket was, like, made for this, wasn't it? The vanishing point. Don't let your money vanish into fucking CNBC, bitches. All right. Macro things. Like, let's get a look at some stuff. So, I had a point to make beyond. What the fuck did I just click? I had a point to make about that video. So, we've seen that movie before, you guys. So, those of you who've been around from the previous cycles, this is a comic. Let me find it. I did this yesterday. Let me be fast. So we've seen this bullshit in a cycle before, so we need to look at that. Castle's comics. Did this yesterday. Let me see if I can find it quickly. These sons of bitches. So remember, a couple of things. Not that chart. Wrong comic. Oh, here it is. This is important. It's worth the wait. Fuck. I did this yesterday and went in the wrong folder again. So, whenever you see this part of the cycle where your market leaders like this, whether it's crypto Twitter or whatever, come back out to their following after having annihilated their fucking lives, to doing this. They're shoving you into the top of the mountain and then blowing you into fucking smithereens and wiping out significant portions of their following, right? On the other side of us, of course, because we've been there before. So we've seen this cycle. Remember 2018, right? Bear markets don't end in anything but mass graves. So you're coming from here in December 2017, March 2018, I'm reminding you about this as these influencers are leading you into this freight train, killing you. So you wait for this, and the market, as it gets down closer to, we know Kathy was anger. The market rotated up, came down again, broke anger. They called anger, ate a short squeeze, and then here we are with fucking markets pushing down, which should be the depression wave of our cycle. So where did we see this before, guys? In the back of 2018. Remember this moment? Kind of funny, but did all OGs that helped wreck market and all get the same email you fucked up when BTC passed 3,500 to now acknowledging your BS? The correlated move you're seeing, Ran OGs all at the same time. When Ran Nooner's telling you he fucked up on Luna, when fucking this piece of shit's now crying on TV, fake crying on TV, and these lying sacks of crap finally fucking own up to fucking at least somebody. It's always darkest before dawn while you bitches are crying in your fucking fields, right? This should be the depression wave. So getting Jimmy crying on TV is huge. We've seen this fucking movie before. So keep that in mind. All right, back to, yeah, that was the point I made. Okay, so we can go ahead and just do macro things fast. All right. So, this is not a gap chart. Okay, so pre-market we're up here. Still haven't had any major counter. Have this trend wave coming up off the 2B we talked about. Let's use the SPY over here. Not that. What the hell just happened there? The fuck just happened there? That was weird. Today, Jackson. All right. So I want to use the gap chart just because the gap chart really outlines these levels really well. We have the down wave here we had shown you before. So we use both charts to kind of drop a scenario when you're in this box if we bear flag back that way. This is a downtrend to show you, like, you know, the wave down, the short squeeze that they called on anger here. And if you have another wave down, that's going to be a depression wave. Like, you know, we talk about ARC. ARC is like at that critical spot, you know, in the wave down, that if this bear flag rotates down again, this should be the bottoming wave of a lot of the stocks that are caught, you know, in that cycle with ARC. Back to SPYs to look at that. So we'll use this sheet again. So while we're here, I don't have the angle on this one, didn't rotate it here, but this could just basically brought out to that. So let's look at this all the way back up to November's correction where the Fed began their policy. This is really the main angle you're watching now, right? So in the large trend structure down, this anger wave here, this is the bounce that we played in summer, and a rotation down, and the overall downtrend from the top of the mountain still very much intact and a long ways off of being another bear flag that's reached this trend angle. So that's the macro of the decline you're in. So when you get sucked into these short squeezes, people could think, oh yeah, this is finally over. But when you back up a little bit, right, things are still rather precarious, especially with the VIX sitting up here, you know, where he is now. So this is huge. The VIX rotation on this angle was something we talked about to allow the market to have a chance to fucking push. You did get some strength in the market. Now you've got, you know, Amazon and Apple's earnings kind of throwing a wet blanket on it. But you do want to see us pull away from this Putin trigger level right now. Now, remember, there's a pattern we keep talking about where you trend and then you correct. And if you go into another resolution of time and you uptrend again, you get this. But while it forms, people see that, let's get this to be, people see up close, they're like, oh, it's rolled over, and price basically will rotate into another angle and go back up. So while, you know, when you're watching uptrends, that's the thing, when people follow too closely, they see that and they go, oh, trend line break, I'm going to short and walk into a bull flag, and it rotates again. And they do the same thing until everybody has the same idea, and then it does this, and everybody's loaded on the other side of it, right? So right now, that can be one resolution of time, we correct over, and this thing finds a way to turn up again. It'll throw everybody off of this perspective and to manage to continue a macro trend rise and actually break through this. So we're not by any stretch of the woods out of fucking danger at all yet. You're still at 27 VIX, right? And we're still by one of the most critical fucking levels we ever had, which is fucking Leon's level. So as much as this looks, you know, kind of like a breath of, you know, a sigh of relief, you still want to stay on guard, right, for the potentiality of something like that. So DXY things, there's been a lot of intervention trying to suppress it, but he hasn't gone anywhere really through this last trigger that put us into the fucking grave to begin with, right, into this most recent lows in September, October. This is a DXY, part of like a broader trend that's been going on for quite some time here off of the base. So we're watching this, and does he consolidate up here, make a potentially larger bull flag structure while saving the trigger? We would want to keep eyes on that. It's not a bull flag like that yet because the low hasn't been broken. Oh yeah, it has. Okay, so we can change this guy's trajectory. So this is kind of what you're watching, right? So this could lend to a much larger consolidation structure at the highs on the dollar and take a little more time for a final move, but you should adjust your angles to kind of track it like this. As long as he stays over here, that is bullish. Euro USD and guys like that, right? this is the inverse basically of the DXY that you're watching. And so this entire structure on the DXY is what you're seeing form here. So if that's, we adjust the angle on the DXY, we do the same thing on this guy now. And this is what we have. So we can kill all of this. Oops. This rotation happened down. Let's kill that so we can see better. So that was one bear flag there. And so now the DXY and this trend is what you've got. As all the way down, right? If this was going to continue to allow a risk on move to happen, right? That's all you ever have in these, right? And when a trend finally gives way and you do get a meaningful bounce, you know, you end up with an uptrend that just continues. So all you really got is tracking this wave, right? He either continues this and gives you a very large bear flag or the beginnings of a major wave out of the ground. That's why we track those angles like that. It's either a bear flag in the context of a macro down wave, or it is the early beginnings of a low resolution uptrend that can lead to a macro uptrend. So this is all we really have, you know, to manage like looking at this here. But it gives us a pretty clear line in the sand of continuation possibilities. So that is what we're looking at with that guy. We had a trigger for USDT.D, and this is kind of like your death channel level, you know, your VIX effectively, or DXY for crypto. This is the key trigger level that matches the VIX and matches the dollar rotating out. So as long as this stays here, you have a breath of life. Again, with that fucking structure we told you about, having a fucking price that could do like this, break trend, fool people, bull flag, rotate time frame, right? That's the worry here, is that this is potentially that now. So that's your only real worry. If this continues to channel down this way, crypto continues to keep its strength, right? And we've seen that, like a really good rotation here. We guys gave you this scenario. This is huge. So if we're going to keep pulling back in USDT.D, this guy should give us a structure we're waiting for on the exit of this expanded range that we've been waiting patiently for fucking ETH to get the fuck out of. So this is a critical spot. The thing that's, you know, interesting is crypto has been amazingly strong while, you know, other risk assets have gotten destroyed. That's almost never the case. As one of the more speculative fucking risk assets, him being stronger than the S&P has been kind of crazy. So we're pretty well stabilized over the fucking, you know, summer lows. And this is a decent rotation to pay attention to, and this range has been cooking for a while. So I would keep eyes on this. You know, this is one of the few bright spots that says risk assets have a chance to squeeze a little harder in the face of guys like Burry and fucking Kramer crying and all that. They still have, you know, sentiment loaded the lows of the market just now with that bullshit. So if we can continue to rip their faces off, this is one of the structures that lends to the possibility that we have more upside potential here while we get a pullback in the VIX and DXY and USD.D. BTC is not the best of breed in this. You've seen some things. Elon just bought fucking Twitter, and this should be the tipping point of Twitter, legitimately. So this guy's been cooking for a long time. We mentioned Doge recently, and this is a guy who's taking forever cooking in this enormous bull flag, but it is a bull flag nonetheless, right? Because that's what a crash is. This is Elon's, you know, monstrosity right now. So is it possible? As ugly as it looks, yeah, it's still possible. You're always waiting for him to beat a rotation he never got. Right now, this is probably a better trigger level if you're not playing in this range down here. But up close, I know somebody asked for this stock already, or this coin. This entire range that he's put in since the summer lows and not really participating, this is kind of like your exit range. He has had a lot of time to churn and gain a lot of volume down here. A lot. So if he rotates up to this could be fucking worth watching on Doge. And, you know, I do think Elon will, just to troll everybody, he will implement something from this into Twitter. So what the fuck is up with this? Oh my god, such a fucking retardo. Okay, so that's that. Covered VIX, DXY, crypto things, stocks. I think that's about it for right now to get you guys looking. So if you guys pay attention to, we talked about oil and energy that no one's watching. This is your real fucking major bull market running right now, and it's just kind of off the radar for people while they're like looking for what, you know, the opportunities are. Pre-market, you guys look, energy still, like outside of everything that's getting chopped around and flung around in tech and discretionary, energy is just silently sitting on the side, fucking training away. And no one's watching this shit. So XOP, many of these guys, are starting to rotate up. OIH, we had talked about this guy before. These guys continue different sides of like your energy industry, and there is an energy crisis going into winter if you haven't fucking paying attention, right? Europe's in some shit. So it's 9:24. I know I covered a lot of stuff in here. I normally have a section to give us some stock symbols for you guys. I wanted to get us all stuff packed in here and talk about the sentiment things on CNBC and the market leaders that are killing people out there. That was something I want to talk about in Vanishing Point specifically. And what we do, we are what I think Market TV was meant to be, which is a person that gives you unbiased information that is accurate, that gives you a chance to make a quality decision versus everybody out there that doesn't know what the fuck is going on and being led around by even greater fools who don't know what's going on. Markets are all about the greater fool theory, right? I think showing you that Michael Burry thing and CNBC thing, I hope it makes that point clear. There are a few people out there who actually give a fuck about solving the puzzle. I'm not the only one, but I think we're one of the ones that do it the best. Be careful of the messengers you trust in. You shouldn't even trust me. You just look at the information. If it doesn't vet, it's not what it's about. You don't need to have a bias about anybody being the one right person to tell you the answer. You need to have a passion for understanding information that's full of thusness and being able to act on it without bias, regardless of which messenger gives it to you. The point of Market TV is not to fucking end up with a bias for a new messenger and fall in the same fucking trap, God forbid I decide to be fucking nefarious and try to dump coins on you. You better be able to recognize that behavior if it's coming from anybody, right? Never blindly trust any fucking market messenger, not with your fucking money or your family's money either. It's insane the kind of responsibilities people hand off to strangers on a fucking TV screen. I think it's fucking nuts. If you tell your wife you lost your money listening to a guy like me, she's gonna fucking kick you in the dick anyway, so don't be stupid. So anyways, guys, it is Friday. If you guys in Acolytes have killed it, definitely don't give back your fucking wins. So I tried to cover a couple things on here. I'm not going to be able to do any of those today. So we'll do some symbols on Monday. Doge, I know, is moving, and it's definitely, a fundamental with what's going on with Elon taking over Twitter. So as far as that crypto, it looks, I think you keep your eyes on it. You see the structure on ETH. Crypto is highly correlated. If he manages to pump, he's probably a fucking read on risk assets, being a little bit fucking oversold in the near term. I think, broader speaking, with the Fed cycle likely not moving until 2023, that's the macro you care about. But with a bunch of idiots coming out crying all at the bottom of a particular wave, there's still a sentiment tilt that allows for the squeeze to happen again, even from this corrective structure. So pay attention to crypto. I think he's your real lead on it right now. If ETH catches any more strength and Doge catches more strength, that's two different tiers of risk in crypto that are moving right now. And if you're having a broad-based liquidation, ain't money going to crypto shit. Everybody gets fried. So I think that's kind of something worth paying attention to. So for all you guys out there in Trading Lounge, Acolytes, I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. I'll be in there. And let's go kill this shit today and go have a good weekend. Till Monday. Catch you bitches on the flip. Peace out.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.